So welcome to this session. I actually had a chat with Chris, and Chris Hutton thought that this was going to happen early in the week. And of course, one of the guys jumped the gun. I think that was Stefan, and got you guys all on board for tonight's webinar. We're going to discuss a few questions because my personal experiences, it took me 2 weeks. I had sleepless nights for 2 weeks after I opened my first crypto account. Can you imagine that something like this can be so scary? And it was scary. And I never want you to have that experience, because this is the problem, is that a lot of people come into the crypto space, they green, they lose money, and of course, some of you guys know about the Ponzi schemes that have been out there, giving your money to someone else and expecting them to make more money for you. So that's definitely a no-no for anybody going into the crypto space. Rather get educated. So we've been doing this for 6 years. We've been teaching people crypto, and we've actually got it to where we got about 8 or 9 different courses that we teach people, from opening wallets to advanced trading. And we won't be talking much about trading tonight at all. We will mention, if you guys ask questions during the session, I will answer the questions as we go. So if I don't answer your question right away, please forgive me. All right. I will answer your question. And we want to make this as fun as possible, because this is a serious business. So your journey in the crypto space has just begun. Now, for some of you, you're totally green. You haven't ever opened a wallet before. Some of you have opened wallets. We're going to go through. We understand there's people in different stages of understanding this game, and the crypto space is changing all the time. It's changing drastically, and a lot of people are too scared to get in there. So we're going to help you through this process. So we're going to go and answer the questions. If you have more questions as we go, please feel free to ask. And tonight, nobody needs to carry on with this journey with us if they don't want to. If you want to do this on your own, you're welcome. So one of the first questions I was asked is, can I use my Luno for my wallet? Can I use Luno as a wallet? And the answer is, my answer is probably no, probably not, because the last news I had from Luno, and it could have changed in the meantime, if these guys can change their minds, they said that they are not allowing money to go out of wallets out of South Africa. So if you're going to try and do a withdrawal or a deposit, you might have issues, you might have problems. And my problem with these guys is they don't have a telephone number, and they don't have an email address, and they've got no address that you can go to. So there's 3 problems that I have with Luno. If you've got a Luno wallet, that doesn't mean that you must panic and you must now withdraw your money or anything. I'm just telling you the facts about these people. And Luno might, they monitor every single transaction that you do. So if they suspect that you're sending your money to a scammer or a wrong address, they will actually ask you to close your account. They can actually close your account on your behalf. That's how I just don't, you can tell I don't like, they closed my wallet when I started about 5.5 years ago, and since then I cannot use Luno. Somebody asked about Valor. Valor is one of the exchanges in South Africa that was basically an affiliate of Bittrex. And I think they've got a thing on with Luno also. So Valor, they've also blocked wallet payments going out the country. So I'm very skeptical of using them. Somebody asked, can I use cex.io? If CEX is still working, then use them. But South Africans, I know for Botswana, you can use it. I would, as a South African, be very careful of using CEX. If you go onto some of the reviews, there's you can Google cex.io reviews, and you can see there's very bad reviews on them with you withdrawing funds. And the problem with CEX is that they don't have enough volume. In other words, when you have to withdraw your funds, you've got to sell it cheaper and cheaper to actually get to sell it. In other words, you're going to actually get less funds than what you'd received. So they're very low volume exchange. And we will go into this during the course. If you have any questions, I'm not telling you this is what you must do. I'm just telling you there are alarms that go off when we talk about certain cryptocurrency exchanges, because we deal with them a lot, and we deal with a lot of people that deal with them. And we have chosen Altcoin Trader as our mother exchange. And why we use it is because we got a backup on the phone to talk to them at any given point of time. So for instance, I have a WhatsApp group called Altcoin Trader Ruel. And I've got 3 support members of their team that sort my problems out, KYC problems, ID problems, a whole lot of problems I can sort out pretty quickly. Whereas when somebody needs to contact the exchange, they've made a mistake, or they can't get the KYC gone through, then they stuck. They feel like they can't talk to someone. You can sign up with Altcoin Trader on your own. That's no problem. But we have a process. So we send the people a link, and then once you've got the link, then you're already part of the system. They know who you are. They know who we are. We've dealt with them for 6 years. They've been around. Altcoin Trader and Luna were the first 2 exchanges to open in South Africa, and they opened within a short period of time. I believe that Altcoin Trader has the best fees, the lowest fees. If you've been using Luna, you've been ripped off. At times, you must go and check your fees that you're paying on your transactions. They have very high fees. So can a person make a mistake with sending funds, sending crypto? Definitely. And this is the part that a lot of novices, when they go and say, well, I'm not willing to pay for advice or get a course or whatever, I'm just going to do it myself. That is the most scariest thing that can happen. I've had people come to me and say, you know what, I sent funds from a Bitcoin wallet and I haven't received it. Then I say, well, to which wallet did you send it? Now, what do you mean, which wallet? I said, what was the receiving wallet address? And they would say, OX. And I said, well, then you sent it to the wrong address. So with crypto, you can lose your money. It can just disappear into the blockchain. So if you don't know what you're doing, that can or will happen. Can payments be reversed in crypto? Not at all. So once you've done that payment, it cannot be reversed whatsoever. It's gone. Unless you send it to someone and you ask them to send it back to you. That's why crypto was created, to be a foolproof system. But of course, then it also has its downside. Which kind of crypto must I send? A lot of people go and they go and do a Bitcoin transaction. They send Bitcoin to another exchange, and then they don't realize that they're paying. You can go and look on your Luna, but you're probably paying between 300 and 500 Rand just to send Bitcoin. So unless you're sending millions or thousands or hundreds of thousands, do not send Bitcoin. So we have a process that whenever you want to send funds, you ask us, we want to send funds to United States. We ask the person in United States which exchange they're on. They're either on Bittrex or Coinbase, and then we will use whichever is the cheapest transaction value, and we will send to those wallets, from the same wallet to the same wallet. And that's ruling out a lot of problems, because what happens is you're sending money to someone, and then the money received on the other side is 500 Rand less than what you were supposed to receive. So that's the one thing you need to remember, is when you send funds as a gift of legacy member, you need to consider what the fee is, and you're going to have to add that fee onto the transaction so that that person doesn't lose out in the transaction. So some people ask, so once I've done the course, will I be able to refer back to notes and videos? Definitely. So you'll be put on a WhatsApp group, and you'll get a link to the training that you'll be able to see all the training in detail of all the videos. You say, well, I have a crypto wallet, but I've not done a transaction yet, or I haven't done a transaction in years. That's great. If you've opened a crypto wallet, you can still do the course, because you will be maybe green in the way transactions are done, and the way that the exchanges have changed over the years is a big issue. Is a big issue if you don't know what you're doing. Now, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. You want to pay money into an exchange's account, but there's been so much regulation changes in South Africa, like banks have been closing different crypto accounts. And then that exchange only has maybe one bank account that you can pay money to. So let's say you've got an altcoin trader account, and you don't pay money to their ABSA account, but they don't have an ABSA account anymore. You're gonna, and you might have a problem, and they've only got a Standard Bank account now. So all of those kind of things we're going to include in the training. We're going to include how to avoid those kind of problems step by step. What kind of support does Altcoin Trader? They give us the best support ever. I have built a relationship over the years with these guys, and I speak to them on a weekly basis, and we are up to date with what they are doing. They're pretty high volume trading platform. They keep on adding new cryptocurrencies, exciting cryptos onto their platform. And they've got savings schemes and all sorts of exciting. In fact, our baby beginners course is on a trading pair on Altcoin Trader that virtually foolproof. So we enjoy them and we trust them. All right, somebody said that Luno, you can send money globally. Well, great, if that's still the case, but as I said, they still monitor your transactions. Somebody did mention, ask the question about PayPal and the integration with crypto. We haven't seen that yet for South Africans, but that is an exciting new feature for the future. So we will keep you updated. If you are on those groups and you've done the training, we'll keep you updated on all the developments in the world and what to look out for, what to watch out for, because what has happened in Russia and Ukraine in the last few days has created the same scenario as what happened in Greece. And when people, and the latest news is that the petrol price, the fuel price will be going up should this crisis escalate. And for South Africans, we're looking at 40 to 60 Rand per liter of fuel. We're looking at the Rand that's going to 20, 25 Rand. I've been talking about this for months, and people don't think this is, the Rand will deteriorate. And that's why you need to be able to have a way to move your funds quickly by standing at an ATM like all these people are doing. ATM is not going to work because you can only withdraw a certain amount of funds a day. But if you can move your funds when you see Popo eating the fan into a crypto account and convert it immediately into some kind of cryptocurrency, where there's just US dollar tether, that will help you a great deal, and there's less panic involved. I think that was a mouthful. I guess I'm going to slow down and I'm talking too fast. Yes, we will post the WhatsApp at the end of the call. We've got a little QR code. So if you guys have got a QR code scanner on your phone and you're not on the WhatsApp group, we'll put a little code at the end and share it with you. Some of you are obviously not South Africans. Maybe you haven't opened an exchange or opened an account with an exchange in your country yet. We will be able to help you open an account. We've been dealing with lots of different exchanges across the world. We will look at your country's regulation, because some countries don't allow Bittrex, for instance, and some don't allow Binance. And so we will find a relevant exchange that you can work with. Can I go and open a wallet on my own without your help? You can definitely open a wallet without our help. You can go onto the internet and do that on your own. You're welcome. But obviously, the support is you need to go back to the internet for support. And that's the scariest thing for a lot of people, is that I had some of my traders come back to me and they said, oh, I didn't realize that this coin isn't on this exchange anymore, and I haven't sold it yet. So things like that. How are fees structured with crypto sending fund payments? And that's possibly going to lead to the next question: is how many dollars or rands do you pay receiving funds? So there's no receiving fees to receive crypto. Most exchanges don't charge you a fee for receiving, but they charge you a fee for sending. And some fees are around 2 Rand and other fees are about 300 Rand. So if you're going to send Bitcoin and Ethereum, because everybody just talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're way too expensive. You're going to lose 300 to 500 Rand in a transaction. So don't send Bitcoin and Ethereum. When I receive money, can I leave it in my wallet, my online exchange wallet? Yes, you can. Or must I withdraw it right away? Well, yes and no. For some people, if you believe that the price of their crypto is going to go up, you can leave it, and then the value of your crypto grows more and more. The one that you can leave in your wallet, here's a little tip, is US dollar tether, because if you're South African, we know that the Rand is depreciating and will depreciate more. So I'm not worried about how many dollars I have. For me to walk to the foreign exchange and ask them for dollars, I need a ticket to leave the country before I can buy dollars. With crypto, you can buy dollars anytime. It's not the real dollar that they will tell you, it's not the real thing. But those dollars you can send anywhere in the world within minutes. And that's the nice thing about crypto. With Bitcoin, transactions can take anything from 5 minutes to 5 hours, depending on how busy the blockchain is. But our other cryptos that have low fees, like Tron and XLM, those are the ones that possibly you would receive within a minute or two. So that takes out that time worry that people have, oh, I'm worried, how quickly am I going to receive it? So how can I be part of this training? We're going to go discuss a few aspects. So we will give you different links, which you can choose which of these classes you want to be part of. Each class is hosted by one of our team members. We've got 5 team members, including myself. We have an Afrikaans class if you wish to, you're just very Afrikaans. Je praat baie goed. My Afrikaans is nie baie fantasties nie. Anyway, I learned to speak Afrikaans when I was in Pretoria because I liked Afrikaans girls. So, there we have a Setswana class. One of our guys is Setswana. He speaks fluent English and he can do class after 6. We'll put all these links, and then Nelda and Debbie will do the English classes, all maximum up to 12 people, so that we can keep it personalized. While she's busy talking, she can read the questions and answer the questions and slow down. And they will be all 90-minute time frames. We're going to give you a set more links so that you just click on it, and then you can either do it at $497 for a group or $600 for an individual. So some people want individual attention, and then you send your proof of payment to Nelda or Sal or email address. So that's going to be up to you how you want to send that. For those of you overseas, we have a different system. We will use PayPal for that transaction. Once she's received the proof of payment, you'll receive a Zoom link for the day and the time that you choose. If you can't make it the day and the time, we can always move it to another session. So for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be focusing most of our time on Gift of Legacy, because I know you guys want to get started. Stefan has been on my case for the last few days, and I said, well, now we need to give you guys full attention. So if the times that we're going to give you are not on the time slot, we're going to create a whole lot more time slots for you for the rest of the week. So they'll be mostly Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And here is what we offer you as a permanent support group. You'll be able to ask any questions on the particular support group, WhatsApp group, should you get stuck. Should you have, what happens is people don't remember passwords. They delete their Google authenticators on their phones, and then they don't know what to do. And you know what the worst thing of crypto is your family knows that you've got a crypto account. And let's say, heaven forbid this happens to you, but it's going to happen sometime. You kick the bucket. You leave this world without giving anybody passwords or usernames. That's where we come into the picture to help you get all of those things back on track so that your family can get the funds, because it doesn't help you having funds and only the exchange can benefit from it. So you'll be on a permanent group where you can get support. And of course, we do crypto traders courses. That's one of our biggest source of where we spend most of our time at the moment. For those of you who are interested in crypto trading, we have training courses, all of them online. You can start at any time. You can do it over and over. You can go over the videos over and over again. And, we have signals groups to tell you what's going on a weekly, on a daily basis. And we've got tribe membership, so we don't, we've got lots of support. Any other questions? Let's see if there are any questions. We're going to give you the international prices also on the WhatsApp group. You've got a QR code scanner on your phone and you're not on the WhatsApp group, just put the phone on QR code and scan the unless you're doing it on your phone now, then you're stuck. But yeah, the guys on the group can also add you if you want to be added. That's my wife's cell number. The top one is for South Africans and the bottom one is for wherever else in the world you are. Let's see what other questions that you guys have asked. Decentralized. We don't have any decentralized exchanges that we recognize at the moment. They're very complicated to understand. It's a very, you got to have all your private keys, and most of the decentralized exchanges are just starting up now. So we just want to see if they really, the way to go. You will be able to get the copy of the video afterwards. I'm going to upload it as soon as we finish with the call, so that we can share it with our friends. ATM offers crypto transaction. Okay. Can someone using Binance and crypto to altcoin trader? It's yes, you can. You can send funds from Binance to altcoin trader and back again. Who administers your funds? You look after your own funds. When I'm not actually sure what your question is, because that is it's not specific. So if you can rephrase your question, I would like to. How much do we pay for the classes? Okay, I've put the prices on. Are we getting a training session today? Somebody want to start tonight already? Then I better get my wife on your case. But yeah, you got a number on the screen, and you can, if you figure for the exchange, your bank will know how much crypto. No, they won't know how much crypto you have. Altcoin trader, I've spoken to the owner several times, and unless you are doing money laundering and they have to send a warrant to altcoin trader to see, and they've got to prove to them that you are, and then they will still let you know that there's an investigation. So I wouldn't be worrying unless you are, laundering. So FICA is just a normal rule for every crypto exchange in the world, and they don't disclose your information. Yes, so maybe if Leonora actually answered your question, Mohammed, and that's okay. I said some of you are green tonight, some of you are brown and red, and we're in different stages of our education. So we wanted you to start confidently, and that's the idea of our courses, is that we're going to go step by step for going through opening the account, funding the account. And if your funds, here's another thing, once you send funds to the account, make sure you do a pay and clear if it's not a standard bank to standard bank. Because if you're sending funds and you don't receive it the same day, you might be upset. But it's a bank-to-bank transaction. And once it's in altcoin trader's bank account, they acknowledge it, and it reflects on your account as a RAND balance. So we will be guiding you through all those processes. Any other questions, guys? Then we can call it a session. What alternative exchanges can you register other than Binance and altcoin trader? We have issue registering on most exchanges, which those are altcoin trader is the only one that we recommend. For Namibia, you see, crypto is declared as illegal in Namibia. So with Namibia, you can send funds to altcoin trader via from, I think, FNB. There's a SADC agreement between, I think, Swaziland, Eswatini, and Botswana, and Namibia and Lesotho, that you can send funds across the border without a SWIFT code. So you just need to make sure that you got all the banking details correctly. Is there cost available to open an account? No, to open a cryptocurrency account, there's no cost unless you want to do the courses. Then the cost is you doing the training with us. Will you set up the wallet on altcoin trader as well? Yes, we help you set up your wallet. For every single crypto that is on altcoin trader, you will have your own specific wallet. yes, it is Standard Bank for altcoin trader, but Capitec, you can send funds from Capitec to Standard Bank, no problem. And if you do it pay and clear, it costs you R7, which is the bank that's the cheapest pay and clear option in the country. Will the country specific issues be handled in the courses? Yes, yes. As much as we know, we will help you with that. Is Wise still an appropriate means of transferring funds? I haven't used Wise, but I haven't heard any complaints about them. You just need to remember when you're sending money via Western Union and MoneyGram and all these methods, you're going to pay between 5 and 10% on your transaction. So you're going to pay 5 to 10% more at the end of the day to send those funds. I'm not familiar with Swiss code, but that's what we'll do if we're doing an online course with you. You can then share screen and we can look together with you and help you through the process. Exodus wallet is definitely an option. The only thing with Exodus wallet, you need to store all your secret pins and stuff, which is very, very difficult for brand new people. So if you've done it a while, fantastic. Exodus will work for you. But to get funds into these wallets, so what we're really trying to help people with is, how can I get rands to crypto, send crypto to another country or another person, and someone else to send crypto back to my crypto wallet in South Africa, and then convert that back to my own currency. That's the scariest part of crypto, because people are hesitant and they're not sure how to do it. So I don't know ATM, so we'll have to just have a look at their details. Great, folks. It seems like we've covered all the questions. I don't see any more, but use the WhatsApp group. We're going to open the WhatsApp group for Q&A. I'm sure that it would be buzzing with activity. I will be posting all the links for the calls that you guys want to do. For anyone that wants to, oh yes, it is hot by us too. Oh, it's very, very warm here where we are. But I guess it's not like United Arab Emirates. Eh? Great. Thank you. Thank you, Stefan, for putting this together. You had Chris very surprised earlier. I hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll be posting the link soon. So have a great evening, folks.